Welcome, Chiefs Kingdom. Thanks for tuning in to this Red Kingdom Media production, bringing you raw, authentic Chiefs coverage. Make sure to like and subscribe to stay up to date on your team. Now sit back and enjoy the show.
This is the Red Kingdom Media Live Postgame Show.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another post-game show. And it is a happy one for us. We've been waiting for this for a long time, fellas. But before we dive into this win, how y'all feeling before I go into the breakdown?
Excited, not stressed. I feel like we can finally, like I said, go into this next couple games, this next game here Monday night, stress free. Watch it, just kind of without a care. Chargers went down today. Raiders went down today. I love what I seen today. Chiefs looked out stupendous today. We could talk about lesser than defenses, all the other stuff, but I love what I seen. Chiefs are back.
Yeah.
Dre, how you feeling?
Yeah. I mean, I feel good, man. There's still some stuff that I can nitpick on, but I won't do that right now. But we good though. We got that dub. BTA, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're sending them boys back to be more a little banged up. It's bad in Baltimore right now, and I've seen a couple people that I'm friends with that Baltimore fans. They talking about rebuild. They talking about it's time. So, and I agree. But anyway. Chiefs Kingdom, we did the thing, man. We got the dub, and I'm happy. So,
can't really complain at all. It was very enjoyable, and I know we ready to get into it. So let me go ahead and break down that game for us. So the Kansas City Chiefs, of course, did win this matchup against the Ravens, moving on to 2-2 on the year. It was honestly really a flawless victory. Really 37-13. Justice Hill had that long touchdown to go ahead and end it off for the Ravens. So it ended up being 37-20. But like Dre said, it was BTA, Patrick Mahomes, fastest to 250 touchdowns. Youngest to be able to do that. He's at 252 right now. So the road to 500 is definitely doable, and it's looking like it's going to happen. He had 270 yards passing. He got pulled in the late fourth quarter of the game. They let Gardner Minshew get in. The rushing game, it was great. It was wonderful. I think we was at about 103 yards rushing towards like the midway point of the fourth quarter. Kareem Hunt and Isaiah Pacheco, of course, did their thing. Isaiah Pacheco was able to get in the end zone for the running backs today. Bashar Smith actually stepped up today, had a great game himself, was able to of course, do his big one and show up. And Xavier Worthy coming back from injury. And over 100 yards in total. He was at about 83 receiving yards with a touchdown as well too. And then he had that big longest run of the season for the Chiefs with 37 yards on his carry. So he had his welcome back game for the Kansas City Chiefs in this victory. So what are your overall thoughts? Defense did great as well too. Had a couple turnovers, had an interception, and then also big one by Leo Chanel. And then also we had a fumble that happened with Lamar Jackson as well too. That was recovered by Drew Tranquil. So the defense definitely stepped up. A lot of people was like, we can't expect the defense to hold Baltimore to that many points, that low total. Well, they did. They was able to step up today. So shout out to the defense for, of course, allowing the offense to be able to show out and give them good field position as well too. So what's your overall thoughts about this game against the Baltimore Ravens and the Chiefs moving on to 2-2?
And shout out to Arrowhead too for coming through with the with the procedure penalties. The crowd noise was like stupendous, had to be crazy today. The Ravens usually good when it comes to stuff like that. They were lost, looked like a chicken with their head cut off when it came to like the crowd noise and everything like that. I think the Chiefs just look like to form. It's everything that we've been talking about, y'all. It's when we get the guy back in the offense. I don't think there's any question as to what we have the capability of doing. We already knew who Xavier Worthy was growing into becoming until he was derailed in the first game. We can only do so much talking, though, y'all. We can only say when this person come back, it's going to look like this. When they come back, it's going to look like this. I think it just showed today. I mean, you can say that the Ravens were hampered. You can say they were hurt. You can say all of that. Nate Wiggins was still out there. They still have some guys out there in that secondary, and it's still in the NFL. Everybody that steps out there is expected to fill in at a high level. And they just weren't able to do that. Xavier Worthy was all over the field from the first possession from the first snap to the last snap. He really just kind of showed what he was. Whether it was the deep ball down the sideline early on in the game, whether it was the 35-yard end around later on in the game, or whether it was just him doing a couple pivot routes and man-to-man coverage, putting guys on the ground and then learning how to get down, not getting hit. He played absolutely out of his mind today, and it let everybody else kind of just be the supporters. And when you got a supporting cast that Travis get 5 for 48, you got Hollywood getting 3 for 38, you got Juju getting 4 for 36. When you got a supporting cast that's doing that, like chipping away, you kind of just chipping away. You don't notice, but you sit around and you put up 37 points. So even with the missed field goals from Butker, which is another thing that we'll have to talk about. That's another topic for another day, but it's something going on there for sure, and it's going to have to eventually be addressed. And I'll be looking into Brett Veach, just seeing what he's doing, seeing what we're doing, even in this week coming up, because those are points that you're leaving on the board at this point, and you could win this game going away 40 easy. You could have had, and if you kind of make some plays down there in the red zone, no telling how far this game could go. So I really love what I've seen, but like I said, it's really what we've been talking about. When Mahomes gets a guy. When Mahomes gets one of his guys back, especially like Xavier Worthy, the options are limitless with his offense.
You said it's a different topic for a different day. We're gonna talk about it today. Brett Veach and them need to have kickers coming to Kansas City today, not replace him. But when you get comfortable and you know that you ain't gonna be replaced, you kind of get on the field. You like, well, I can do what I want to do. But he misses some. He missed a field goal every game. So to light a fire up under him. I'm not saying to replace him. I'm not saying he needs to be replaced. I'm saying if you come into practice, you see other field goal. If you feel other kickers in practice with you kicking, trying out, it might be like, all right, yeah, I need to get myself together. I need to figure it out. We can't be having that, especially later on down the road, like in important games or Bucker missed a field goal in the AFC Championship game. You know how mad we're gonna be in Kansas City. We need to address. It needs to be addressed now. We don't need to be addressing it later when he gets hurt or something like that, or if he gets hurt. We need to be addressed now. So we don't need to wait till the last minute to do that. Like I said, I'm not saying to replace him, but sometimes the fire needs to be lit up under you to get your act together. But all in all, I said it in the prediction last week. As far as like who my stars was gonna be, and my stars, they came today on defense, which was the linebackers, Tranquil, Bolton, Chenal. They did their thing today, and I ain't gonna shout out to Chenal. Chenal got a pick and everything. That was a nice pick too. So I like what I saw from our linebackers. They got Lamar Jackson's face. They frustrated Lamar Jackson. And if you frustrate him, you got him slamming the ball on the ground and throwing his helmet and everything like that. You typically in for a good game for your team. But yeah, as far as offense go, having Xavier Worthy back definitely opens up the offense. Even if he's just out there as a decoy, but he wasn't out there for a decoy. He was actually being productive. But when you have Xavier Worthy out there and you show the defense that you gonna go deep with the ball on a regular basis, the defense backs up and it helps. So I like what I saw from Pat. Pat wanted 5 touchdowns. He wanted it, but in the fourth quarter, I'm like, hey, don't be greedy, bro. Go ahead and get out. Get off the football field. We got this game won. I don't need no freak injuries happening. Turf toe, not turf toe, but anything. I don't need nothing happening. Get off the football field. But yeah, man. All in all, I like what I saw. We running game is still an issue. Kareem, he rushed 12. I think he rushed 12 times. He rushed 12 times. Yeah. What did he do? Yeah, he rushed 13 times for 34 yards, and he had 2.6 yards a carry. That can't happen. He rushed more than Pacheco today, and Pacheco was getting 5 yards of pop. So I don't know what Andy Reid was doing today with that. But all in all, man, like I said, I like what I saw. It's some stuff that needs to be fixed, but definitely BTA to the Ravens, and we sent them back to be more banged up. Yeah.
All right. So I think overall, when it comes to like how we feel about the game, I think we all share the same sentiment of it was a decent outing for the offense. It was a wonderful outing for the offense. Now, I would love for, of course, the rushing game to be a little bit better. I love to have a guy who will be able to get those 13 or 15 carries and do it for about 70 or 75 yards, where it's contributing a little bit. But overall, with having a Xavier Worthy back into this offense, and then what we even seen with Brashard Smith last week and what they did a little bit this week as well too, utilize them more in the rounds and in those jet sweep plays. Let's go ahead and open it up. That's the extension of the run game as well too, and we don't have those backs to where we can rely and lean on a guy that's going to really, gash and shred them for 100+ yards in a game. I mean, we did at one point, Pacheco before his injury, and also what we saw for Kareem Hunt last year. Even though those yards per carry was low, when we gave him a high usage, he was getting at least to around 80 to 90 yards. So it was very productive of how we did it. But the play action is there, and the guys that we are hitting downfield, and Mahomes start getting comfortable in the offense as well too, it's starting to come together. So when you do see Rashid Rice come back into the offense, you're gonna be like, yeah, I like that a lot. On the plays that we did, of course, get down the field and we got down quick. When you look at it and you see who was featured in some of those drives, it wasn't Pacheco. It was Brashard Smith. Brashard Smith, had a lot of action within that receiving game as well too, and that's what they look out for as well. They peeped that a little bit. Now, when we needed to, of course, run the ball and we was going straight forward, and we needed some guys to, of course, do what they needed to do, Pacheco averaged 5 yards a carry. He had 7 carries, but we leaned towards Kareem Hunt, and guess what he produced? So sometimes when you have those games where you feel like you're going to lean towards a particular guy, that guy might not be the answer at that time. And I think that's where Reed and Nagy has to, of course, be like, okay, let's look at those numbers real quick. Let's see what's going on. If you look at the plays, all right, he is fighting a little bit more. He's getting a little bit active. I'm seeing, okay, 4 or 5. It's putting us in a good second down territory. But when we're setting up those screenplays, you have to be thoughtful of that as well too. You got Pacheco out there. I don't think he's the one you do that with. Now, Brashard Smith, exactly, he did drop one today. Brashard Smith, especially with his burst as well too, I think that's when you got to start understanding, okay, we got to go to him in that. We don't have a leading horse. They are going to have to work together. And if they do what they did today, it can work. And if your offense is going to produce. And we were able to find rhythm and go downfield as well. And then Juju did what we expect him to do as well to our field. Find him in those moments where, okay, I'm sitting in the pocket. Okay, he gets open in the middle of the field. Okay, he's able to find a spot. Okay, get the catch. Go for the first down. He came through in those moments. And even though those screen plays, you can set that up as well. Because when we have all our guys out there, what I said we like to do, I'm go ahead and be at tight end position, play this tight formation. We can set something up within that. We can set something in the inside because he can't get those yards after the catch. It came together. The game plan worked. Defense, they stepped up. They did their part. Every time we play Lamar Jackson, he gets flustered. He only had one game where he went off against us. Nothing after that. Mm-hmm. Honestly, nothing after that. And in some of those games where he did get up to the first game he had against us was All right, that was the first game of his career against us. We get in the field for him. We got the win. After that, Spag started understanding him. We lost to him in that Sunday night matchup when I think, that year the Chiefs was kind of getting dogged on prime time because the Buffalo Bills got us as well too. But we ever come through like in the postseason, I think we actually lost to the Bengals. They figured out in the end of the year. But overall, it's like, all right, they got him. And once they was able to fluster him, was they able to tame him as well too with those blitzes, we were getting them on 3rd and 1. We're getting them on 4th-and-1, 4th-and-2. Once I saw that going, I was like, I felt it. I was seeing some complaints going on. Yeah, of course they let it go early. 7-6. I was like, the offense it's there. And then they start capitalizing. So, when you was talking about Dre, I don't know what happens with Xavier Worthy come back. I don't know if they can fix it. Even though this is a depleted Ravens defense, you got to beat up on something to, of course, get your confidence back. And this is a playoff team, regardless of what it is. You're still facing up against one of the most explosive offenses in the game, right? They put up 40 points in the first game against the Bills. That's up against another playoff team. If you're looking at it, if you want to compare games, the Chiefs was the most dominant.
I think it was more about
against the Ravens.
I feel like it was still more about the
dominant though.
Yeah, I feel like it was still more about the progression of Xavier Worthy. I didn't want to cut you off or take your point.
Okay.
Like instead of the sorry Ravens defense, I think we should it's more about it's just seeing his progression as an overall player in the offense. Like I know they beat up secondary, people gonna say that, but like just to see him doing certain stuff, running the deep routes. Like I said, the one where the guy's like on him, he throws the guy to the ground, so like he wide open. Like it's more his just progression as a wide receiver. We didn't get to see that in the first game. Like I think it was more of that instead of people gonna say it was a beat up Ravens deal. I think it was just more his just like he just kind of
we beat him up more.
Yeah.
I know you want to say something. You go ahead.
No, I was just saying, like, look, man, that first catch that he had, and he went to the ground. I was like, please get up, please get. And he popped right back up. I said, oh yeah, it's about to be one of those games because I'm like, I was a little nervous because like the shoulder and everything like that, man. It's like, but he was taking them hits, man. And he was falling on the ground. He was getting up. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be short. He's gonna be sore tomorrow. So he might be on the he might not practice. He might not practice the next 2 days. Oh, whatever. I think Reed gives him Monday off. I think he gives him Monday or Tuesday off. Yeah, so
I think they get Monday off, so they get off, and then usually you gotta walk through within some of that time of the practice as well too. And with it being in the league, I think they don't even have had that many days in shells. So he get some time to get some rest. Use that rest day.
He probably gonna be DNP probably Tuesday and Wednesday, probably. If I'm just to be safe and cautious. I mean, because next week we got the Jaguars. That's natural grass. Is that natural grass? I think it is natural grass.
I think it is.
Yeah, so I mean that's fine. I'll take that.
Go Chiefs.
Yes, sir. But yeah, man. I can't say nothing too bad. Even put like you brought up Pacheco in the passing game and everything like that. He got a touchdown in the passing game. He got a passing touchdown. So he got to redeem. He got it. So I can't. It's not too much I can really say, but we do got it. Bucker. He needs some competition in that in Kansas City, and we do need to work on the run game for sure. But other than that, I don't really have too much to say. They came out. They didn't start slow. They came out aggressive. And that's what I've been saying. Everybody been saying it. Like I don't like the slow starts, but they came out aggressive today, and we kept the foot on the gas the entire game. Which when Reed history is we kind of go up a couple touchdowns, he kind of takes his foot off the gas, and that wasn't the case today. And I think that was a lot of them kind of wanting to shut up, the media and everything today. And a lot of them gonna come out and say, well, it was a banged up defense and if they had 7 players out and blah 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 and everything like that, but at the same time it's still an NFL game, an NFL team at the end of the day, and our team still has a job to do at the end of the day, and that's basically take advantage of what's available to them on the football field, and that's BTA. So they handle business today. Tiff.
Yeah, they for sure did. They did their part. Chiefs win 37-20. It was a lovely one. Before we go into the key players of the game for both sides of the ball, and really dive into that, I think when you look at it though and see how they dialed it up, I think you can feel comfortable and say the defense got it. The defense is going to give you moments that you can capitalize on. Fulton, don't worry about a spot when you come back. I was watching Noah Williams today. Anything that was coming his way.
He got 20 million though.
They figure it out. They overspend. You know, like that's the thing about Beach. I think he's scared of his own drafting sometimes. But I get it because sometimes you have to draft in these particular positions because of how good you are and what you have to work with. I know it sucks that we we make this excuse for him all the time. It's not going to hit until the dynasty is really over. He's not probably leaving until after the dynasty. Just being real. Might not happen because if you be able to find somebody that be able to, come after that's a conversation for another day. But he does overcompensate. When he does overcompensate, it's usually a good thing for the Chiefs. I wish we could start spending that money somewhere for an elite player that be like, yeah, I'm gonna take that bag, and they gonna do what they can do. But your formula is your formula sometimes. Everybody ain't Howie Long. Everybody ain't got the owner position, permission to be like, do what you want. Do what you want. Go ahead. It's a budget. I'm not giving no excuses. I know we can make some complaints. But, I mean, poor money management is poor money management at the end of the day, and I get it. But, hey, he made it up with Noah Williams in this draft. And it looks like they haven't lost a step. Exactly. First game, they got us. But when you look at that Chargers L today as well, too, it gets scary for them, and I told everybody as well, too. Don't worry. Let it happen. We already seen what we can do when we go into when we are playing in a wild card, and we gotta go on a road. It happens. We gotta deal with that sometimes. Everybody is gonna come out and want to smack you in the mouth. Chargers L is what set us back a little bit, but with them losing today, and even though Joe Alt might not be out for the season. You got 2 tackles that's out for the year. I mean, you got a tackle that's out for the year. And another one that's banged up. Losing to a team today, like who they lose to today too? The Giants, who we beat last week, and they just started a rookie quarterback.
But they lost their star receiver too. That's crazy.
They lost Malik Neighbors.
Yeah, bad.
Yeah.
Passing wise, he made the right decisions, but he wasn't just doing the most. He just played a game that the coordinator produced for him.
He a dual threat. He can use his legs too.
He do a lot of things.
Yeah.
We're used to playing guys like that. We didn't figure out Herbert. We always do as the year go on.
Man, they're not sweeping us this season. They're
not gonna. That's why it's like let it settle. You got Jacksonville next year. You got Jacksonville next week. Take care of business. You got to do it on the road because you're gonna have 3 in a row at home, and you start with Detroit. You only got 2 more games now left without Rashee Rice.
And that's why I said I don't even want to talk about because we said we did that with Xavier Worthy, and so y'all know we done said it already. So when it come and because it's like a storm, it's building up. It's a slow build up. I think, because you could see it today. It was another one he had where it was like, if he just a couple more steps, Xavier Worthy probably gonna score a touchdown, like running away from Nate Wiggins, like running away. Literally, it's just like it's there. For
That was
sure.
Pat threw that one too early. I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like right after he caught the other one, like the first one. It was like he went right back to it. Like,
But what
you
I say
see it's
about
there.
but what I say about Taekwon, and I mean Dre, you said it too.
Yeah.
His production is going to limit when Xavier Worthy is back. I said all he gotta do is be quiet.
He got
He'll
in the
get
end zone
blessed.
today.
That's why I'm saying he'll get
He finding
blessed.
in the red zone. Yep.
We want it to be like that. We don't want to put that pressure on you. He don't need that pressure.
You know.
Juju kind of needed that restart as well too. Well, he was already that guy in Pittsburgh, so we wanted you to come over here and be that. But sometimes you need that balance of, okay, I don't have to be that guy, but I need to do what I need to do. Hollywood looking good. I mean, we still can put it out there because that's key, because that's gonna be separate from key players of the game. Because I didn't get my whole point out anyway. But even looking at that slant as well, seeing how he had it on the money, Pat felt like he was back yesterday. I mean today. Said yesterday. I don't know. I'm tripping. Feel like I want it to be tomorrow already. Ready for it to be champion.
He's trying to get the victory Monday.
Yeah. I'm ready to go back. Because I was kind of quiet the first 2 weeks. I'm not quiet.
Quiet.
Now.
You were quiet the first 2 weeks.
No, I wasn't like pug or like chilling. Like you can talk. Like like.
Oh my God!
We
Clint,
lost the ball.
If you're watching this is the perfect time to clip that and go back and just play the clips from the first 2 post games. Clinton, please clip.
Especially the Chargers.
Clip that, and just say, and that's gonna be a commercial for Red Kingdom Media, y'all. I was really calm for the first 2 games.
I was talking about out in the public. I'm talking about out in the public. I'm not talking about with y'all. On the post game, I was lit. Okay. Post game, I was lit. But with like to people talking stuff, like you gotta let it go. Like when you talk it, you gotta receive it. So it's like, all right, I ain't tripping, because y'all gonna be mad at the end of the year.
I did notice a thing today with the offense, how quick Pat is getting that ball out of his hand. He was getting that ball out of his hand a lot quick today. And that also helps with pass protection as well. So when you get getting that ball out your hands as quick as you are, it kind of bags out the pass rush a little bit, because they like, okay, now he's getting the ball out quick. We can't get to him. Let's start to get our hands up. Let's start to bat the balls down and stuff like that. So he was getting that ball out quick today. Even on the touchdowns, Juju, he will forever be like an underrated signing in Kansas City, in my opinion. Just based off of the skill. I mean, he's not the same Juju from Pittsburgh at all. He basically like they call him in the locker room. But it's just, and when we first signed him, one of the things that I was saying was just use him like y'all use Trav at the tight end. Like he sits in the holes in the zone just like Trav does. So that helps out with Rashee Rice. Rashee Rice learned from two good zone sitters like Travis Kelce and Juju Smith-Schuster. So and I see why Rashee Rice was as quick as he was as far as picking up that trait on offense in his rookie year and moving forward. So
yeah, I mean, it's looking well, and everything is starting to come like they actually want it to come. I think we're just ready to see against a good defense, and I think a good test would be next week against the Jacksonville Jaguars, if they're able to, of course, bring that same energy and bring that same type of style of offense that they showcased today against a depleted Ravens defense. So a great win for them. But before we get into our key players of the game on both sides of the ball, please make sure
to like and subscribe. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Red Kingdom Media. Please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Leave a like or comment so we can reply and interact with you and make you a part of the show. If you listen to us on Spotify,
Please rate us 5 stars so we can increase our reach in the playlist. Follow us and all our contributors on all the social media platforms: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and X. If you'd like to come on and talk Chiefs, message us so we can potentially set that up. Do you enjoy written content? Subscribe to our Substack. We have both a free and a $5 a month subscription and post on there frequently. And if you have any interest in being a contributor on the writing staff, feel free to reach out and we'll be in touch. It would help support the brand if you would purchase our merch, like the shirt that I'm wearing currently. Set up an order for one of these or 2 or 3, and this will allow us to expand our inventory options. Thanks for being a part of this channel. And if there's any partner that's listening to this interested in sponsoring the show or any other content that we produce, please reach out. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back to the show. Now, moving on to our key players of the game. So, starting with the offense, who do y'all have as y'all key players for the offensive side of the ball?
I'll go. I'll say I'll say Worthy for sure. Basically, what he did was open up the offense, which they became more aggressive downfield. So I'll definitely say he was a sight to see for a lot of Chiefs players and on the offense, and even Chiefs fans. They just happy seeing him out. Seeing one out there was definitely fulfilling, because with the offense struggling the last couple weeks. So this basically is what it sounds like. What it seems like is this was a plan all along. So this is how the offense was supposed to look from week 1, even without Rice. So I don't know. I like what I see. So Worthy definitely is a guy for me today.
Yeah, I mean, like Dre took the number 1 man for me, but this second, I just want to say Juju Smith-Schuster. He was a resurgence today. He had another resurgence today. Kind of doing the same thing that Rashee Rice does, Kelsey does. He really got into the nooks and crannies of the offense, really got into that zone, like you said, the zone sitter, finding a way to kind of link up with Pat. They got this chemistry. He caught that screen. He does a lot with like screens, just inside stuff. I love like the type of player he is in the offense. My only question is, and this is a good question for both of y'all, who loses touches when Rashee Rice comes back? Because it's scattered all over the place right now. We know Rashee Rice is going to take touches from somebody. So,
Kelsey.
I mean, Kelsey had 5 today, and right behind him was Juju Smith-Schuster with 4. So it's like, what are we talking about? Like, we talking with Tyquan Thornton got 1 catch, 11 yards for in the touch. Like, you know, somebody gonna have to get. Yeah, exactly. So, I don't know. I think it's a good problem to have, especially when you got a ton of playmakers in the room. So I don't think it's a bad situation, especially how bad it's been in Kansas City for so long. So you can never have too many guys, but I'm just saying that room is gonna get packed. And it might start to look like the Chiefs are old. I wouldn't be just surprised because they got a lot of playmakers all over. When you got guys that can, yeah, like I said, yeah, a good problem to have. And when you got guys that can just get yak and kind of get open on slants, and the play action is working, like you said, Dale. You got the linebackers coming down, you throwing over the top, you kind of just have it your way. It's your world. So shout out, like I said, Juju Smith-Schuster. I like what he does in the run game, like what he did on the inside game and the screens. And then I just want to take my hat off to the running back room. I know we didn't get a lot of yards there, but you got to just keep chipping away. Keep chipping away. It'll crack eventually. The floodgates will open. It's just stay consistent, and I think that's what Andy Reid did today. Shows the ability to do that. Even mixing some Brashard Smith. So I think we'll see more of him too. So because he was primed to have a day. You can see the speed. The speed is real. Not only is the speed real, the spin and making the first man miss. A lot of them, he flashed today, which is good. So shout out to the RB room overall too.
I'm gonna be honest, before I get into my player of the game, Worthy was really winning 1-on-1. Like he was really
that speed scares a defender, dog.
He's really winning his matchups, and I think we were talking about like them not really getting that much separation on certain schemes. You don't get caught, but the opportunities are there now, and I'm starting to see Mahomes get very comfortable with like, all right, I'm gonna throw it up, and I'm gonna throw it to where only you can get it. That's why Worthy was able to get the first one. On that next one, you're right, he probably threw it a little bit too early. But I think Mahomes, just like you said, he probably got him there. I think he's expecting him because he feels like they have that connection as well too. Now he's really starting to get a feel with a lot of players. Don't be scared. You got him. When he said you got him, you got him. That Reek was just going. Romo pointed it out too. He just probably didn't get his head around a little bit quicker. If he would have got around quicker, he would have saw that, okay, he's winding up. And let me go ahead and take off. It's those type of things as well where it's like, it's on both parties. And I'm not giving Pat that excuse. But that's why I'm giving him player of the game as well. Goal line. Y'all gonna think I'm gonna go for the touchdowns. I said it after we got the field goal. I said, and I told Clinton in the chat, I said, I like what he did. He said, you know what? I'm throwing it away. I'm not doing any type of Superman throw, super speed going in. No. That always kills the momentum of the offense. I got y'all figured out. And I saw it on that drive because he got comfortable. I got y'all figured out. When you have Pat thinking like that, we do need to capitalize in the red zone a lot quicker. We have to. That is an issue. Y'all scored. And y'all got y'all opportunities. Y'all capitalized today. But we're getting down there early. That can, of course, put fear into defenses if, like, okay, they did walk us down and they did it with ease. And they're going to do it again. They talked about it in the pregame as well, too. They new nickname. We can move it in the air. That's very quick. Pat GPT is crazy. He does formulate within the game. All right. He's doing this. I think sometimes what kills us, he's too calm. Like, he can feel like I can do it. I got it. He's going to get you, but we need you to, like, have that maturity. And he had that. I'm going to get you later on. And he did. And they were able to, of course, dial him up. He was able to put up 200 yards passing, 70-yard passing, excuse me. He's not getting 300 that I want, but it's okay. When you have games like this, like I told y'all, you don't have to go for 400 to have these type of performances. Pat showed us that in his early years. When you're doing that for 5 straight years, teams are going to get irritated. All right. Now you have to have the maturity now. I'm going to just beat y'all in another way. That's how you show you one of the greatest quarterbacks in the game. I think he did it today. Regardless of how we want to talk about this defense. Next week, and it'll be games like this that gets it going. Next week, it would be telling. People might say, even if they do get the win, and it's convincing as well, too. Oh, it's Jacksonville. No, that's a good defense. I've been playing solid. They've been getting
almost 400 yards today.
Well, they get 3+ turnovers, though, a game. That's what they going to try to work on. Yeah. And I'm not going to lie. Sometimes we have teams that's like that. Teams can be disciplined, but once the first one happened, we get a little weird. So if they do come out to where it's like, oh, we're gashing them. Oh, how even the Ravens, they came out with a point of emphasis today. They're not going to fumble. God gave up one with Lamar, but even Derrick Henry wasn't giving as much. We contained that. We contained those gaps. We had great gap containment. Didn't give up as much. Still was bringing them down. Run defense was still somewhat solid. What you want to say? Go ahead.
I'm just looking at the Jaguars resume right now, man, and it's no.
It's looking like we can cook.
I mean, they played Bryce Young week 1. They played the Bengals week 2. They played C.J. Stroud. They played Brock Purdy today.
Bengals week 2. Did they get cooked? For sure, probably. They lost it though.
They lost 31-27. Mm-hmm. So I mean, but obviously, Styles.
That's cool. I take that. I'm taking a win. I don't care. That's cool.
Styles. It'll It'll be a dog. It is. So what is it? Monday night? Is it a Monday
Monday
night?
night.
Football.
Yeah. So
They got
it
an extra
won't
day this
be.
week.
Yeah, it won't be easy. I'm not saying it's gonna be like easy or anything like that, but I mean, yeah, they like I said,
They can cook.
Brock Purdy gave them 3 turnovers today. He threw 2 picks and he fumbled once, and then they lost another fumble. So, but they still gave up almost 400 yards, and they still could have lost. They won by 5. So
26, 26, 21. Yep.
yeah. So, but I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see how it go. I think overall, especially with it being in Jacksonville as well too, and people are really just trying to, of course, be disruptive on the Chiefs dynasty. We still got to be prepared for what they're gonna be coming with, and you still got to be disciplined in what they got going on. Pass blocking is looking good. I think we need a little bit more push on the run block. We can't blame the running backs in some type of way, but you can't stalemate on the offensive line. And I always talked about that as well too. If you locking up, you're not getting any push, not getting them back at least 2 or 3 yards, you get them right there. I know it's some hurdles that you can hit, but once you make your first contact, you hit me right at the line of scrimmage. Only thing I can do is probably fall forward for 1 or 2. So I think overall we need to get a better push, but I did see in some moments on a lot of replays as well too. Kingsley looking good in the pass block, especially when it's a double team. When they pass it off to him, he's really holding up. Now we need you to go ahead and get that push going forward. We're getting it on the side with the right side. That's good. But on the left, sometimes he getting pushed back a little bit more. But overall, it was a good performance. I think that's where you have to, of course, have that conversation on your running back can do more, but also your lineman when it comes to run blocking could be a little bit better as well too. But good job for the offense. They put up 37 points. This their highest point total since this is the first time Mahomes had a 4 passing touchdown game since October 2023. So people have been trying to limit that for the past 2 years.
It's coming, y'all.
It's coming back.
It's building up like a wave because all of the weapons ain't even out there. We seen it today. It's like they missed on a few that they connect on, and we talking about like they probably sitting out in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, just saying. Now let's move on to the defense side of the ball. Who y'all got as y'all defensive player of the game?
Yeah, so I mean, Dre already said it, but I'm gonna go ahead and steal it too. Shout out to Leo Chanel. I literally was talking to Dale. Leo Chanel is our Micah Parsons. If y'all not familiar with Leo Chanel, look him up. He was the one that climbed on the side of the Super Bowl bus, like jumped up on the side of it, scaled it. He's just like a super athlete. From if it ain't stopping Derrick Henry, lined up, mugged up in the A gap, blitz, rushing the passer, almost getting a sack on Lamar Jackson, spy on Lamar Jackson. And now to the point covering and pass coverage, which he really wasn't the best at. It was outstanding. Like Leo Chanel, I think, is the unsung hero of Steve Spagnuolo's defense. Spags won't say it, but 54 is the motor that keeps that Chiefs defense running. He's kind of like that piece that the chess piece that you can kind of put everywhere. You can't really match up with him. He can be on the D line. He might be mugged up. He might be covering a tight end. You just never know where he's going to be, and he's going to do it at a high level. And he did that today. The Chiefs really got after Lamar Jackson. I know that the line ended up being hampered later on, but even early in the game with Ronnie Stanley and those guys in there, they really were able to get pressured with just 4. So the pass rush is starting to come on. You see a guy like Tillery get a sack. So we got our Big Mac for sacks. So I love everything I've seen from the defense. The defense has been playing at a high level for these past couple games. Let's just be honest. The last 3 games. I mean, they really holding teams to under like 13 points, under 20 points. If you want to be honest, like if a defense can do that in a Mahomes era, period, 90% of the time you probably gonna win. So
I'll be starting saying that about the Chiefs.
So I mean, it's
top 5.
It's kind of like our focus has shifted in KC. We don't talk about it much, but we really are a defensive team. So and it just be showing. And I know that the Ravens offense isn't the best, but they did just hang 30 on Buffalo. So we're not going to sit here and act like that. And the Chiefs just continue to find pieces, like you said. Noah Williams, almost getting a pick and happened to get defended by DeAndre Hopkins. So, like, I mean, it's everywhere. The Chiefs, like I said, are a defensive team, and they really showed their head today at the linebacker position, especially 54.
Yeah, Leo is my guy. I said that before when we drafted him. It was that when we had that what was that rookie ceremony or whatever, when he said he was addicted to hitting people. Ever since then, he's been like one of my favorites on defense. But I mean, you can pretty much go anywhere as far as like defensive MVPs or anything like that. Stars on defense. I mean, Drew was solid today. Jamar Connor, Nick Bolton. Like I said, I was a big fan of the linebackers today, and that's what I was expected. So, I mean, we frustrated Lamar Jackson today. Even the secondary did their thing. I seen even Brian Cook had a big hit on Derrick Henry today. That was a nice hit. I ain't gonna lie. So that was a nice one. But yeah, man, they had D-Hop. I feel like that pass that should have been the offensive pass interference on DeAndre Hopkins, on Noah Williams, but it is what it is. But I mean, like I said, I can go anywhere on defense, but I'll just stick with my linebackers all in all as my my stars on defense.
All right. I think it's really too many players to.
Exactly.
That's
man.
how good, but that's like a good thing. Yeah. Like, shout out to the Chiefs defense for sure, man. Like, for real, that's a good thing. Like, that's a problem.
Everybody stepped up.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you know, Jaden Hicks had a couple great open field tackles. They was really corralling the wide receivers. Not really much that they can do. But really took advantage of a lot of opportunities. Carl Evans had a sack. Tiller had one. Well, we only had 2 sacks today. Well, we had 3 total. Who had one?
I saw Jay Leroy on
Carl
defense.
Evans got one. Hillary got one.
Probably for special teams for a tackle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I think they just played their ass off on defense, honestly.
Yeah, it's really too many. I guess really, it is within the linebackers though, because they really was on them the entire game. What the Lions did last week, bro, they stole that from Spags. That's what we don't switch up. Like, everybody be just now trying to figure it out if you don't understand that. I mean, everybody can't do that because it is about the type of players that you have as well too, I believe. I think we sometimes downplay the talent that we do have. We have to that young secondary is good. I think people like to talk about the Chris Jones of the team, the George Karlaftis at times as well too. You know, they really like to, hype up Sack Nation. A lot of the secondary is, of course, dialing it up and causing that pressure, making him move inside. Once he trying to step up and get there, we got somebody in his face. And then on the back end, they're still not letting nobody get open. That's talent. We always get worried the first game of the season. Chargers is a bad matchup a lot the first game of the season because you got guys like Keenan Allen who are really route technicians. When you got someone who is polished all the time, they don't need a game to pick it up. They gonna gas you because that's why when we start slow, there's certain teams you can't play. Chargers is really one of that team. That's why I wasn't mad when they started out the season, they 3-0 against yeah, let it settle. It's cool. You got it. I give it to them. You got to start early, but at the same time, we're a team where January and February is not unfamiliar. You can go wherever you want. We don't care. We go even if you got home field advantage. That's Arrowhead West. We don't care.
Yeah,
we don't care.
I mean, I just want to not to cut you off or anything like that.
Can't give nobody that. Y'all go.
Like we literally Like we literally held the highest scoring offense to 20. Lamar Jackson before the touchdown. I mean, I guess you say 13 before that touchdown at the end, but 30 they was averaging 37 points a game the first 3 weeks. And this defense handled business, frustrated the entire offense of Baltimore, shut them down. And the last week was definitely another showing of that. I mean, because the New York Giants had a high scoring game against the Dallas Cowboys that week, and then we came in and shut that entire offense down as well. So shout out to Spags, man. I gotta give shout out to Spags because some fact is that I will be one of the people that I was not a fan of that hiring originally. And I wasn't, but Spags might go down as one of the greatest defensive coaches of all time. Just saying.
For sure.
Shout out to Spags.
Actually, that's the star. It's my star. He the one who did it. He Dallas every time he's against. When you see Lamar throw his helmet, every game, Spags is the reason why he throws that helmet. He does it in the ones where he screw up, of course, everything like that. But it is like a consistent thing you see against us. And I think at that time, people like, yeah, we can't really go against the Chiefs when they facing Lamar. That's a given.
Yeah.
He figures them out too quick. And I don't know why they can't make the proper adjustments as well, too. He have his moments, but Spags, what the Chiefs did today, they capitalized on when they got those stops. Oh, you're going to let us get on the other side of the 40 and a chance to go ahead and take it going for it. Yep, you're going to score. Oh, 31, y'all going to try to run. Y'all think we're not going to get it. Yep. You going to punt? Oh, you going to go for it? Stop. Throwing it in the air.
Yeah.
And look, that's a good feeling. Like I said, when you have Patrick Mahomes on that side of the ball, it's gonna happen. I don't know what it is. He has to, of course, get generated. He keeps on going into February, bro. That's your career, though. It's your life. You should be used to it now. 8 years in the league. Might be happening again. But great victory for the Kansas City Chiefs today, 37-20. They are now 2-2 on the year. Well, we around second place, third place in the AFC West now. Of course, the Chargers still leading. Do the Broncos play today or tomorrow?
Play tomorrow. We get 2 Monday night games tomorrow.
2 Monday night games tomorrow?
Yeah, because right now the Cowboys and Green Bay Packers are playing.
Who they play?
I think the Broncos play the Dolphins. I think
they play the Dolphins.
The Jets play the Dolphins. I don't know who the Broncos play tomorrow.
I just want to see what we got going on.
Either way, they're gonna lose.
We need them too low key.
I mean, they lost 2 in a row. The Broncos are 1-2 right now.
They play the Bengals.
Yeah,
they probably gonna win.
No, I don't know. Jake Browning might light them up tomorrow because the fact is that the Broncos secondary been getting lit up this season. So Jamar Chase might go for a lot. I hope they do. So we can
already do.
So they can get a Broncos a L.
Yep.
We need all the help we can get since we started in that hole.
For sure.
I mean, you know, it is what it is. And with Joe Burrow being out for most of the season as well, too, that type of win doesn't really affect anything. We don't even face them this year. So, you know, do us a favor, beat the Broncos tomorrow. Let us be in second place. Let the Chargers be scared, a little bit worried, because once we get to 3-2, even though they be ahead of us because they have that win already and everything like that, we'll be on their neck and we be on the run. And we'll be getting some weapons back post week 6 as well, too. So right now, if you're the Kansas City Chiefs, you're like, okay, with Rashee Rice out, 2 more games left, 2-2. You'd like to be 4-0. You'd like to be 3-1 because I gave it already a loss anyway, too, for the Eagles game in week 2 because I was kind of projecting that, even though not trying to be funny. Like, it's just one of those where they was a Super Bowl team. They still had those weapons as well too. I thought it would have been close, but it was still close. But it's like we'll give that up because this NFC don't really mean too much. We'll see y'all when you see y'all if it's in a big game. So, all right, cool. But everybody else, you was like, okay, we'll get a decent start. A little bit slow. It's okay though. But 2-2 with Rasheed Rice, not here. Got a chance to go 3-2. You got one game left as well too. We will see what happens. So, anything else y'all want to say before we go ahead and close it out?
Nah, man, I like this is gonna be a good victory Monday, man.
Chiefs are still the Chiefs, like Pat said.
Yep.
Still the Chiefs.
Yep, still the Chiefs. Chiefs are still the Chiefs. We still got it going. 37-20 win today. Go ahead and celebrate. If you got work tomorrow, go ahead and get some rest. Still have a good time. Eat your dinner. Take your shower. Put the kids to bed. Watch some Sunday night football. Watch whatever team you got to do with you. Yeah. You get your Big Mac tomorrow. I wish I was back home. But, of course, I can't get that. But it's okay. It's fine. I'll still be celebrating anyway. Got some lasagna. I'm going to go ahead and tear that up. You feel me? Have a good night. And enjoy that. But thank you, everybody, for, of course, tapping in with us tonight. Please make sure to follow us at all our social media platforms at Red Kingdom Media, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel as well, too. We definitely appreciate the love. We have our breakdown video coming out tomorrow, and also I'll be having my post-game article coming out either Monday night or Tuesday, something around that time as well. Probably when the Chiefs come out that day as well, too. So just be on the lookout for that. Monday Night Football next week. So they got an extra day. So might have practice, might not have it Monday or Tuesday. We'll see how they go. They might have a good extension, get their rest. Like, of course, Dre is saying that word needs, so he might not miss that much time. See how that go. But we definitely appreciate y'all. We definitely love it. And of course, appreciate the love as always. Make sure you be on the lookout for all the content we got coming for y'all way as well, too. And our daily newsletter that is Monday through Friday as well. So we appreciate it. We appreciate it. We love y'all. Enjoy. Have a good one. And y'all know how we like to close it out. And as always, go Chiefs!
Thanks for checking out this update straight from the heart of Chiefs Kingdom. We appreciate your passion, so please leave a like and follow us wherever you tune in from. See you next tailgate, your trusted source for all things Chiefs, Red Kingdom Media.